What do you think of when you think of New England? The original 13 colonies, Salem witch trials, some other stuff. Whatever it is, we're gonna check it out. What do you think of when you think of New England? To me, Massachusetts embodies New England better than any other. At least for its sheer numbers of historic locations like Nantucket, Cape Cod, Plymouth Rock, Boston, and Salem. We're only going to be focusing on the latter two in this video, as I only spent one day in the state. Now, I've already done a Halloween themed video featuring Salem, so I'll make this short. Basically, Salem's big tourist draw is the fact that the Salem witch trials took place here in the late 1600s. The fabled spate of satanic mass hysteria among Puritan settlers makes Salem the epicenter of witchcraft-themed attractions in America, and as I'm sure you've guessed, this place explodes with tourists during Halloween. Otherwise, it's a quiet suburb of Boston with a pleasant charm and a fair exposition of maritime history. This is also the case and more impressive in nearby Boston. The Charlestown Navy Shipyard is the home port to the world's oldest commissioned naval vessel, the USS Constitution, and it's still crewed and afloat. This location is the end of the Freedom Trail. It's a path that takes you from one end of Boston to the other, and it stops along its most famous historic sites. Nearby and in view of the Navy Yard is Bunker Hill. The famous Revolutionary War battle site is now a National Historic Park. A granite obelisk sits in the park center and allows for views of the city and surrounding area after a 294-step ascent to the top. Best of all, it's free of admission. A short walk over Boston Harbor takes you to Copp's Burying Ground, one of Boston's oldest cemeteries with headstones dating back to the 1600s. Next up is the Old North Church, built in 1723. Just outside is the statue of Paul Revere on his fateful ride. And this chimes into the next stop on the trail, which is Paul Revere's house. From here, the trail kind of meanders through old taverns, the old State House, and the site of the Boston Massacre, and a number of other sites before ending in Boston Common outside the new State House. attraction in Boston is Fort Independence. With a star fort design and layers of construction over hundreds of years, there isn't actually too much history around this place, as it's never given or received fire during an actual war. The area is nice though, and it offers a better vantage of the Atlantic Ocean than downtown does. Up next, we're going to seemingly be skipping a state and head into Vermont.